EV Texans. We are at the Walmart Super Center 5147.
Yes.
And off of Cockrell Road.
Cockrell Hill Road.
Cockrell Hill Road. Yeah. Anyway, we are here to check out what's going on.
Hint, not much.
Not much. You know, things are all there, but one thing's missing again: the meter. Wow. Okay.
Yep, and if we take the camera, see down there, no meter.
New meter.
So there's 4 stations, as you can see probably here. So, yeah, there's Nacs is on the left, which is good. If you look at that one right there, you see where Nacs is on the left, CCS on the right. So that's good, Walmart. Thank you for that. That's the way it should be. So we'll go to the 0.5 view here. But we have the Alphatronics HCY 400s here, you know, with their normal screens, you know, like all the other Walmarts have in the DFW. So, but there's 4 of these, 8 stalls total. The only thing, Walmart, that I have to be worried about is one time my wife was here and she backed in to one of those boulders.
To that boulder, those
Right
3
there.
over there.
So please remove the boulders.
Remove the boulder.
There's like one right here as well.
Yeah, really
Okay.
close to the.
Right. So that's the only concern I have for this site, you know, besides not having a power meter. And I did check the permitting for Dallas, and it seems like it's still under inspection phase. How much longer it has, I don't know. I could attempt to call them and see how close it is. But I would like to know what Walmart has learned from building the Crossroads and the one in Arkansas, I think it's Springdale, and what they've learned out here on these first like 13 sites that they're building right now, I believe, and how they've adjusted because of that. So were you having issues, I don't know, getting power meters or getting the transformers? Did you have to undersize a transformer because one wasn't going to be around? Though I do know they tend to use very nice and big transformers. I think that one there is a 2000 kVA, so props there. Future expansion, I like how they do that. The cabinet is in, signs are up, you know, for like accessible EV charging, use last, which is very good. Regular electric vehicle charging stations. Though I do wonder if what it should say is subject to towing. Because what happens if you're not a plug-in hybrid or a EV and you're just parking there, you know? And it should say while charging too, because, you know, get people in, get people out type of thing. So, but I don't think Walmart's going to be charging, you know, like a idle fee. But so far, I don't think it's been a problem, so I don't think they need to. But, you know, we'll see what happens. We're just waiting to be able to charge at some more locations. I believe it's been over a month since the last one opened, and I apologize, I don't remember. Do you remember which was the last one? Was it Plano? I'm trying to remember. Was it Plano? It may have been Plano. So here's just a quick little, and here's what everybody came to see. Oh. Not the Walmart EV charging, the Scarlet Knight. Just got her washed today. And there's the other one that everybody came to see. The Nitro. Kathy's Walker.
Nitro Walker, yeah.
It says Nitro down there. So there's a Panda Express here, or Wendy's. I think there's a Lowe's nearby at the other end. Ross, Metro PCS, couple restaurants like Chick-fil-A, a Walmart, Murphy, or I should say a Murphy gas station, Starbucks, etc. So there's some stuff and some stuff across the street, like Golden Corral, AT&T, Burger King, etc. So I think that's about it. What's your take, hon?
What's my take?
Yeah, what do you think about the handicapped? Now, this is interesting because I spoke to a gentleman at 5EV, right? And he's interested about, handicap accessibility and our thoughts and stuff. So here is something, all right? On our Blazer EV, the Scarlet Knight, the charge port is on the driver's side.
Right.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, this stall and all the others were taken, right? Kathy parked head first in with the charging door on the driver's front side, okay? So, if this is the cable here, okay, would she be able to drag it across here and bring it over to the charge port door on the other side? I would probably say it'd be a tight fit. So, seeing what Kathy has done here, Kathy would either A, need to wait for another spot, such as this spot here that's actually CCS and would line up with the charge port door, or she would have had to beep, 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 beep,
But it wouldn't be.
beep, back her ass in,
Yeah.
and then
Hope that it.
take this one, right, and then grab our CCS or Nacs to CCS adapter and plug it in, and then her charge port would be somewhere around here, okay? So that could possibly work, but I'd have to see. So, or she might need to pull it up slightly more.
I don't think so. I think I've got a.
Oh, you
block
do?
There.
There is a block. I thought there
I
wasn't.
can't go any further.
Yeah, she can't go any further than what she is.
Because I do have it set up for a handicapped person
Yeah.
to
So there's,
go down.
Yeah.
And
she's
and
not
go into
hitting the block
store.
with this side of the car, but with the other side she is.
Yeah.
So, but that's what we would call a user error in IT, where Kathy parked in the wrong spot.
I parked in the wrong. I even parked across the lines and everything, but
I still love her. Yeah, I still take her home to meet Mama. So, let's see. I wonder how it would work if you did back it up and, but, yeah, but that's stuff that we gotta do. We gotta do some, some handicapped reviews. So, since somebody's blasting their radio, I have to pause the music.
and he's turning it up.
All right, now that that guy is gone away, didn't want to get copyright strike there.
No.
So, what do you have to say, honey?
Well, we'll have to go look at some more Walmarts and see. I think the main thing is that they all don't have meters, and
No, one of them does. Irving.
well, I mean, we're waiting on meters, and it takes a while for the meters, so I don't know if, and I also heard about inspections or, getting the inspectors to come out and inspect it after they get it done is also a very difficult thing because
Well, I
don't
heard
think
some
they've got a lot.
cities are better at that than others.
Yeah.
Dallas being so big, there could be a potential backlog. That's why. But other cities like Irving or North Richland Hills, for example, may not have the same type of issue or have it as long. Usually a lot of the cities that I've contacted, you can book one for that day if it's before like 11, or it'll be the next day sometime. So, but again, it depends. You know, what if that guy's on vacation, or, you know, so you know how it goes. Or too many inspections for that day.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But I would like Walmart to, what I kind of touched on earlier, you know, what have they learned in DFW and elsewhere about building these, and how have they adjusted their plans for it?
Yeah. I'm not sure if they have the same construction company,
I think there's a
building,
few
or if
different,
there's, yeah.
because I think the one that did Plano, the first one there on North Central, did one of the ones in Dallas, either this one or the other one, or maybe both. So, and that one took forever in a day.
Yeah.
But here in Dallas, I can't look at the inspection side of the permit. It just tells me there's a permit for EV charging. So I know one of the, I want to say, I think there's 3 that I found for this site, and one of them is closed, but the 2 others are still open. They were like related records or something. So I guess you have the main and then you have the sub inspection. So we'll see what happens. But, you know, I'm grateful Walmart and other companies such as Vive EV are doing this and building out. Ayana as well. You know, I don't like to play favorites. But here's an interesting, I just thought of for any of you guys. Plug and charge. Okay. I like plug and charge in the sense that it's easy for people. But I wish there was still a way to go in an app and see my charging session and how much I pay, kilowatts delivered, etc. So with plug and charge. But I guess that's also dependent on your vehicle manufacturer and how they do it too. Because like GM, I would have to just go through my emails, and if you blindly delete emails like I do, then, you know, then you lost it. You can't go in an app and say, oh, charging session, this date, you know, whatever. So, but I would like to see more plug and charge, just with that issue addressed.
Okay.
So, all right.
All
So,
right. So was he at the next Walmart? How's that?
yep. Which one will it be? Will it be in Texas? No. Will it be in Oklahoma? Will it be on Mars with Elon Musk? See ya. All right, EV Texans. We are between a Walmart and a Sam's Club. We are in North Richland Hills, Texas. We are inside the car because my DJI mic transponder is, well, DOA. Because we used it too much today. So, as you can see throughout the window here, there are 4 chargers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sam's Club is down there. Walmart's over here. Okay. So, not much to report here. As you can see right there, there is a 2000 kVA transformer. It does not have a date on there as to when that part was installed, but some of these seem to have been installed around somewhere beginning of August-ish. So, not sure what's going on at this location, other than, you know, the typical, it probably needs an inspection, waiting on the power company to deliver either the power meter or power to the site. I know we were here one other time, and there was a trench dug in for the power or something there, so I'm assuming it's for power, so I'm thinking that part is done. But not sure what the holdup is here. But today we've seen 2 sites that have the power meter. One has no power to the meter. One has power to the meter. I know Irving, when we went there last time, maybe a week or 2 ago, that one has a meter, but no power to it. So, now what about Kathy here?
Well, these charge cables are the right way for me. Now, the
For
other
you.
ones, yeah, because the CCS is on the right and the NAS is on the, is on
Right.
the left. Now, there are other ones where they've got it the other direction, which
Oh,
means
yeah.
pulling backwards. Tesla doesn't go back in, they go forward, and I have to back in. So
That's right, because, yeah, okay. Sometimes I get confused with...
this place has that way. The place in what was it, Crawley or anyway,
There's no consistency
no
here.
consistency on which way they got those cables going.
Yeah.
And
I wish Walmart would address that and
I wish they would go ahead and put all 4
in, and that way you
ports,
could just decide.
and then you could just decide.
And if you're not smart enough to know which one to choose, if they're labeled like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, then I'm sorry, that's on you.
You shouldn't have any. Oh, well, people do, go to the rental place and they rent an EV and they have no idea. They get to the charging thing and they go,
part of that I think is...
How do I do this? And so we have to say, okay, this is what you've got to load the app for this place. And
Right, but here's the problem with that. The rental car companies or the car dealerships and all don't care, okay? And they just give you the car, and it's up to you to figure it out. But they should go over how it's used, whether it's a gas car or an electric. They should point it all out. How do you charge it? How do you refill it if it's gas? Because some people may try to stick a diesel, or a DEF thing into...
I've had a rental car, and I said, I need hand controls. So they
did the manual.
It was a manual. It was like mine. I pull back for the acceleration, push forward for the brake. This one, you were, going up and down.
Right. You see here, we only have, if you see that rod there with that block, that is a manual for the brake.
For the brake.
Now, do you want to explain what the gas is?
Now, the gas, it's electronic, and it does electronically.
Right.
The
So
there's no gas acceleration.
Well, no rod.
We don't have a gas pedal. We have an acceleration pedal.
Right, but there's no rod going to it.
And there's no rod going to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So. But some people do call the accelerator a gas pedal just because.
Yeah, well, because that's we've had gas cars for forever, and I did, and the guy said he was trying to figure it out because when he brought the car over for me to get in the car, he was like trying to figure out how to work it, and I'm like, well, how did you do this? Because I learned on mine, because there is a couple of different ones where you can twist it like a motorcycle, or you had this other weird the rocker, yeah. I think that's what this one ended, and I really wasn't liking, because this one, when I let off the acceleration, all I got to do is hit the brake, and that one I could be accelerating and hitting the brake at the same time, so I could have.
Well, I bet you could do wicked burnouts.
I could do a burnout, and I didn't like that because here with this one, I either have the acceleration on or the brake on.
Well, here's the thing, though. But because EVs have regen braking, or
right.
at least most do, Unless like the
And
cheapest
that's
Nissan
exactly,
Leaf.
if I let off the, you know, the acceleration, then it starts to slow down. I find the weird part is that taking my hand and not accelerating will slow me down faster than hitting the brake.
Yeah.
Sad part is that it slows the car down faster. You know, because, and I do have an aggressive, you know, with an aggressive, you know, what you call
Say high.
high. I've got it on the high one pedal driving, and originally I had the normal,
Yeah.
and I went to the high one. But like I said, if I take off the accelerator, it brakes better than hitting the brakes. So, but of course, when you're, you know, gonna run into something, you're not gonna just let go and hope that the regen brakes enough to stop you. So, you know, gotta remember, brake, you know. Anyway, but that's my thing. Anyway.
Thought I'd just put on Waze for a silly reason. Okay, so what is this? Take picture. Take picture. Well, it's supposed to listen for voice. Take picture. Take snapshot. Turn Wi-Fi on. Well, Vantru, your thing doesn't always work.
Well, I wonder if it doesn't, you know.
It worked earlier
it
today.
only works when you're driving? I don't know.
No,
Anyway.
it should work whenever.
Okay.
I mean, it's on. The car is on.
Yeah.
So, but we do have a new VFO A329S that we're going to be installing in the coming weeks. You know, probably within the next month-ish or so. I'm going to have a hard drive for it, so it can record up to a 4 terabyte SSD.
Right.
I'm still debating on the type of battery pack to get for it.
Yeah.
That'll then plug into the fuse thing to charge it.
Well, the good thing about the camera is that it was recording when the pole, the fire, you know,
Suppression system?
yeah, the fire sprinkler system pole fell down and hit my car. And so we had proof it hit the car because they weren't going to repair it. It's like, no, you're, you know, didn't maintain the fire sprinklers out in the garage, and it hit my car. It came up, you know, froze and you know,
Yeah.
took the pipe out and hit my car with it. You know,
Fender, front driver's
the
fender.
fender, and we had it repaired.
It was about $5,000.
You know, it's. But anyway.
All right, well, we got to get out of here. Bye. Oh, and a shout out to Landon from the Arkansas E-Traveler, and Walter from the Network After channel. And I believe he was or is on the out of spec channels like Bits or something. I'm not sure if he's still on there or not. So I thought I saw something saying he wasn't going to be, but, you know. But, you know, he's a pretty good guy. I like him. Does nice videos. Maybe we should get a couple lawn chairs, honey, and imitate Walter. Do it later at night. You know, we can have a fireside chat just like old FDR. You know, I mean, after all, FDR would drive an electric today, right? And, you know, put on a streaming video on his dash here while charging. And when? I don't know. What do you think?
Anyway, hello, CB Texans. We are at another Walmart. It was
940.
940 Walmart Super Center. We're checking out these chargers here. They do have pull-through spots, so you can completely pull through. Now, I always end up parking the wrong way, the wrong spot, and everything.
She parked where the Nacs is.
I parked with the Nac, and technically I should have came in the other way.
And let me So this is how she parked.
But I mean,
So this would state that you need to pay attention as to what side the cable is on. Now, what I'd like to know, how come Walmart doesn't do it Iona style, where stalls or chargers 1, 2 are Nacs only, 3, 4, 5 are CCS, as an example? You know, would that be less confusing versus one on each? Or should they enable the middle two so that way you could just go and use the one you need?
but technically I should have pulled in from that side to make it where I was in the right thing. Now the cable will fit.
Yeah, it'll go
will
up there
reach to my
for the Nacs.
vehicle.
Now, let's do a test run.
All right.
Let's test it. Yes, this will reach
and the
behind.
Nacs, he had to
Behind.
pull a little harder.
Go on the camera.
Okay. So
We're gonna have
on
to
the
do some
camera.
dirty work here.
Oh, we need to turn that a little?
Yeah.
All right.
So you see this will still reach here just fine to where she is. And as a matter of fact, can even go about up to here, roughly. But I would say here is about the perfect spot. So that can work. But, you know, you'll just be backwards. So, and this
Right.
one here, if you have the adapter, will also work. And can also go about here-ish, but right about where she is again is the perfect, you know, spot.
Right.
For space.
Now, of course, we can't charge at this place because they have a meter, but
Yes. Well, let's go over to the meter. See, there's no power to the units. But there is a 2000 kVA unit here. And there is power, but just nothing to the units yet. So what that tells me is that very soon, now of course define very and soon, that this site should be up. And here is one thing that I don't think I've noticed before. They have the emergency shut-off thing there. So I'm not sure if I noticed that at the others, but that's just something to see. And there is a Sam's Club here. The interesting thing is if you look back there, you will see the Electrify America station. And that's at 20 Zoom right there at the Sam's Club. So this is one of the first locations that has both an EA and the Walmart. Now granted, technically, they are separate businesses. Okay.
Right.
So could we run into more sites like this? So what's your take here on this site? What do you see around you? Amenities, places to eat, besides Walmart and Sam's Club? There's a GameStop.
GameStop and Sally's Beauty, T-Mobile's over there, yeah. But, I mean, we all go to Walmart and let the car charge and go into the Walmart. Or we could actually, if we have a Sam's Club membership, we can
Which
go
we
into
do.
Sam's Club. So you can go to either one.
Or both.
Yeah.
Because you don't always need a 55-gallon drum of ketchup.
No. No, we... That's like, oh, that's...
Unless you have a FedEx for ketchup.
Yeah, I could see if you got a big family or a restaurant. That's,
Well, there were 4 of you and your parents
yeah,
growing up. So, you know,
6 of them.
that'll last you guys, what, a month? 55 gallons of ketchup?
I don't know. I don't know. Mom did the shopping. I just, helped her put it away. That's fine. But yeah, so I'm standing over here kind of in the shade. It's,
A little hot out.
if it's hot out, but you're always cooler when you've got shade on you.
I'm wearing a, what is my shirt saying in the back?
It says electric vehicles North Texas.
Yep, see?
We went to Denton and they had a car show, and then they had Electric Avenue or whatever with a bunch of electric cars there, and they were giving out those shirts. So he got one now.
Oh, and I have to get my iPad. In my earpiece, I was getting some breaking news for Fort Worth. All right. Walmart Supercenter, 1455 at 8401 Anderson Boulevard in Fort Worth. The Walmart Neighborhood Market, 3419 at 6756 West Victory Boulevard in Fort Worth. Walmart 590, 6300 Oakmont Boulevard in Fort Worth, and Walmart 5764 at 2401 Avondale Hazlitt Road in Fort Worth has all been blessed with Walmart EV charging for you and you and you.
Yeah, but they haven't.
They are in the very early permit phase. One of these was just put in on the 2nd. The other 4, I want to say, was in the last month or month and a half, give or take a little. So, and I did find, but I forgot to write down on here, but I have it in a text to Landon from the Arkansas e-Traveler. So shout out to you, Landon, and everything you do. And there are 2 that are going in Mesquite. I believe one is at a neighborhood market and one is at a supercenter. So that'll be the southeast part of the Metroplex that should be getting EV charging. Now keep in mind, these 4 here and the 2 in Mesquite are in the very early phases. They're still going through the permitting of them. So, you know, we'll see where it goes. I don't think there's going to be any major roadblock, you know, maybe some resubmittal of plans, you know, because they say, hey, we want you to address this or that, you know, typical happens all the time, from what I can see. So I don't think there's going to be any showstoppers. So I'm thinking that's going to bring the Metroplex to over 30 to 35 off the top of my head of locations that are coming soon. And if you look at Landon's tiny URL thing, so if you go to his YouTube channel, he has a link. I'll try to post it in the video if I remember to it. And we're up to, I would say nationwide, 100 and about 40 Walmarts that both Landon, myself, Alejandro EV66, and other Walmart spotters, other individuals like yourself who have noticed something going on at a local Walmart or have checked out their permitting or city council meetings and have found out and let Landon know. So please check out Landon's page on YouTube and please fill out his form. I'll try again to post a link to it so that you can help, you know, wear more boots on the ground, you know, showing you the space like you can see here. This is going to be the first pull through, I believe, except for Springdale, Arkansas, which was the beta location. So this is going to be the first out of beta pull through site. So this is going to be fun. And they're all pull through, including the handicapped. So as you can see here, these are the pull through sites. Sam's Club there. Walmart here. There's the Air Force Joint Naval Air Force Base behind us, or right over that way somewhere. So if you see any UFOs, they may be ours.
Okay.
Or they might be from Alpha Centauri. All right, now we're gonna see about going to our next location, guys. See you on the flip side.
Hi, it's EV Texans. We are at a Walmart Supercenter in Crawley off of Farm to Market 1187. I'm cheating by looking at the sign.
And it says Ben on there like
It
it's
says
Benbrook,
Ben,
but it's
but
not. It's Crawley,
It's
which
probably
threw us off.
Ben's doing it or whatever. But
No, it's usually the city.
so yeah, we're in here checking. You know what's going on? What's going on here? Now, did you find a meter or no meter?
No meter.
No meter at all.
So 2,000 kilowatt. It seems the meter panel or the transformer was put in August 1st. So a little over 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, almost. So don't know what the holdup is. I don't know if it's an Encore issue, a city inspection issue, or what, but you know, waiting on that. But they do have the new color scheme here for the chargers. They are the darker blue with the Walmart that is up here. Would you like to do your Vanna impression, honey?
No, it's all right.
Well, I guess I'll have to do it then. Walmart. Instead of here, it's now here. And here we have the North American Charging Standard. And here we have the Combined Charging Standard, CCS. So that means Teslas will park head in and CCS cars will back in.
Okay.
So
Maybe that's the reason they
depending
did
on where
it.
your port is.
You know, they
Ours is
probably
right here.
did it that way so that, you know, people with regular cars can now back in instead of having to
No,
go.
I think they did it because of Tesla.
Well, you know, but then Tesla
But
has
it does
to-
kind of make sense because Teslas are on the driver's side rear, right?
drive, yeah.
So, I don't know. So they would have to go in, so they wouldn't back in like they normally would, but
Yeah. I mean, either way, you've got to stretch the cords.
yeah.
You know, when we do it and have to back in, you're going to have to stretch the cord up.
Or
When
what
they
you
do it and
do,
have to go forward, they got to stretch the cord.
you do it Iona style.
Well,
This charger, CCS. That charger, CCS. The other two, Nacs.
yeah.
So you could do it like that too. Or you could put 4
For
cables and
And
you
then-
just choose what you need. I mean, how hard is it to choose, you know, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D? How hard, people?
Yeah, but
So,
all right.
but they are designed for that, so. All right, so in here you have a Walmart fuel station. There's a White Water Express car wash. Not sure what's going on over there, but it sounds like fire department, ambulance. Yeah, ambulance that I see. So, looks like it's going past. So, okay. But, all right, well, I think that's about it here for Crawley. Not much here other than waiting on power. This is the handicap stall right here.
Yeah.
So if this here was your car, this tripod, okay,
Yeah.
and your charging port was right here where I'm standing, right?
Yeah.
Would that cable reach to here? Let's see.
I don't think so. I don't know.
All right, honey, pretend the car is right here. All right? Let's do a handicap accessibility test.
Well,
And guys, I'm taking this off the top of my head.
Here's a simple thing, you know, I don't have a curb to go up, so I can just hop over here and do my
Or the app.
button, whatever.
Or the
you
Walmart
know,
app.
Or, you know, I can look at it. I don't have to, because when you're on the bottom of the curb, you can't see this guy.
Right.
So,
Or you just use the Walmart app.
but I don't know. And it goes slowly, it doesn't go boom.
So what I think you would need to do is either take it out like this, bring it around here, right? And then just kind of hold it. And you see how it just effortlessly, you don't have to hold it down there. And it would go to about, right about here, you know? So it's a little tough because it's new, but unless we move the car, I don't know. Or she would have to go like this and kind of go like this, and then that would work. But then she'd be in the wrong spot like at Tesla.
Well, you know, that's it. I'm always in the wrong spot at Tesla.
Unless you're at V4. So.
I would just park right here.
Yeah.
In the do not park here.
Now the question
spot.
is there any perfect EV charging scenario? I would say yes. And it involves wireless charging. Imagine you don't even have that. You just park, a big magnet comes up, attaches to the back of your, or underneath your car, just like your cell phone. Bada boom, bada bang, your car starts charging.
Well.
Or what if we built in solar to cars? You know, how would that work?
I don't know.
All right, well, we got nothing else to talk about, so see you guys later.
As EV Texans, we are at a Super Walmart, what,
509.
4509? That is in Bedford, is it?
Bedford.
Bedford. We're checking out what's going on. We do have, you know, the charging stations all wrapped in beautiful blue wrap, which is pretty. But there is one thing that's sort of missing that all the Walmart so far has been missing, which is a meter. Now, this one here has 2 charging on one side and 2 on, you know,
The other.
And then the others are, you know,
just irregular in a row.
So they probably didn't want to take up a whole bunch of room to put another charger.
Or they're just trying something different.
Yeah.
So you have these 2 here, and then you have these 2 here that you can see.
Right.
So, and they're in the new darker scheme Walmart on top thing. Nacs, unfortunately, is on the right, CCS on the left. Or wait, no, that's fortunate. That's the way they should be. Nacs on the right, CCS on the left. However, what that means is you got to back that car up because, you know, it's the only way here. So for our charge port to be over here, she would have to back in. And then she would have to have enough space to open the hatch to get her walker out.
Get the walker out.
Now the Tesla, how is that going to work on a Tesla?
Well,
Because a Tesla.
Tesla backs in.
Oh,
yeah.
wait, a Tesla would park in like we are right here.
And
They would just take the cable and go here, like right there, okay? So we would have to back in this instance. So Tesla would go front end in, we would have to go back end in.
So like that Chevy right there,
Yeah,
it's totally in the wrong place to be charged in because their charging port is
right.
like ours on the driver's side.
But to be
up
honest,
front.
I'm not sure. Well, maybe that is a charging. Yeah, that probably is, but they would have to back in, you're right.
They would have to back in.
Yeah, that is a, yeah, this is a spot.
This is a spot for...
And they would have to probably move over because you could see there's a good few feet here. So I'm guessing they would have to back in. Yeah, you're right. So.
Right.
But. And once these open, how is Walmart going to handle icing? And I don't mean Duncan Hines or Betty Crocker. But. All right. So there's a 7-Eleven nearby. Brahms across the street. A bank. Pizza Hut, Great Clips, Walmart. So, you know, there's a few things around, but Walmart's the main draw here. So, what's your thought?
What's my thought?
Yeah, which is the handicapped?
Well, I don't think you know, the last...
Doesn't say.
You know, some places they are not, but they are nice and wide. And you don't have to step on a curb.
Yeah, I guess either of these, I guess they all would work as handicapped.
You don't have to step on a curb. It's all flat. So they all are accessible for handicap. Yeah. I mean, they don't want to notate and say handicap because,
use last, yeah.
You know, because that means all of them are,
yeah, but, know. Yeah, I think this has some potential.
Yeah.
You know?
Though I don't know about being on the other side and, you know, like I said, that bolt is in the wrong place.
Just like you. You would have to back in, just like the bolt. You know?
Well, I mean,
because you're on the Nacs side.
Right.
So you would either have to use an adapter to Nacs or back in on the spot next to it. So.
Yeah.
But using an adapter, who cares? Unless it's really hot out.
Yeah.
You know. But so going to be think about.
Hi, it's EV Texans. We are at Walmart Super Center in Irving. What was that number again?
49.
And
doesn't her skin look really cool? You know, with the backdrop of the sun from I'm looking on the camera.
Oh, I see. Okay. Anyway, we're checking it out. You say there's a meter.
Yes.
But we do not have power.
That is correct. And there's something interesting. When we look at the transformer.
Yeah. Is it a...
Okay, let me grab Kathy here. I'm holding the phone.
Hold on here. I'll grab.
Oh, you want to grab the cart?
I'll just grab this.
Okay.
Walk over there. Yeah. Okay, so.
All right. So, generally I take a few pictures first, share them with Landon. You know, he's one of my best buds, you know, from out of state. So, there's this tag right there. It says, do not energize, no CI posted. I'm assuming that means a permit or something. Doesn't say a date on there. This is a 2500 kVA unit. So a little bit bigger than we're used to seeing, but this site does have 6 Alpitronic units. So that's probably why it's 2500 versus the usual, I want to say 2000 kVA ones that we've seen. And please keep in mind, Walmart usually puts in an extra 1 or 2. So I wouldn't be surprised if in this section here, Walmart has done some type of trench build in there or something. Wouldn't surprise me. But then again, it could be up on this side, on the other side here too. Who knows? But if Walmart wants to answer that, please. So there's the Scarlet Knight. There's the 6 Chargers. The handicapped is the one all the way up in front, offset a little bit. These are the back side of the units. Right over here. Now we're going to the front side. This would be the 5th unit, because I believe the first is the handicapped one. So here's what we have around here. There's Walmart amenities, of course, you know, bathroom. I think there's a Charlie's in here.
Yeah, Charlie's. Yeah.
There's, I believe, a Sam's Club just up the hill past the PetSmart there. Some restaurants down that way. There's a closed movie theater right over toward that area. If we just look right over there, there's a closed, I want to say it looks like a United Artists, Regal. It says Fun Movie Grill. So I believe that's going to be redeveloped into some type of park or something, ballpark or park or something. But this is by the outdoor section. So do you have anything to add for this? Any thoughts, comments, concerns?
No, I just, you know, I'm glad to see a meter there, but it'd also be nice to have them working.
Yeah.
But
well, I wouldn't be surprised, because you know me.
Yeah.
And how I have conspiracy theories about major holidays and Walmart. Okay, here's my conspiracy theory.
Halloween?
No, not Halloween. Black Friday. Okay.
Well, you know.
Think about it. You time the remainder, I want to say there's 6 or 8 Walmarts left to open that are under construction. And you open them right around Black Friday, right? So you can dash in, charge your car, get a quick charge, dash in, get all the awesome deals on Black Friday. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, could be something interesting.
Suggestions to Walmart, do that, huh?
Or, as you said,
well,
Halloween.
You know, and the thing is that on Black Friday, the parking lot might be full of people wanting those special deals, too.
And how are they going to handle the locations that have the EV charging and you have people icing them?
Yeah.
So I wonder, how is Walmart going to plan to do that? Are they going to put a sticker or some type of notice on a car? I don't assume that they're going to tow somebody right away. Now, it's one thing if, like, they put notices upon notices, like they notice one car, because, you know, license plates, they can write down a license plate number or something, I would imagine. And, you know, be able to say, okay, well, this vehicle, you know, we've notified, you know, X amount of times, so maybe now it's time to, you know, tow it or something. So, but I'm not sure what that would be, like 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, I don't know. But, you know, just, you know, thought of what happens when they do ice people. Or maybe we should ice the regular spots.
The regular guy. Oh.
Maybe they should have only EV charging spots, you know, even without chargers, like from here over there are exclusively EV charging or something.
Yeah, well.
You know, spots for EVs only, even if there's no EV chargers. But,
okay, well, the sun's starting to go down.
But, yep. So just want to give a shout out to Landon from the Arkansas E-Traveler, Walter from the Network Architecture Channel, and Spinner EV and Buy Tesla. So you guys, keeping it real, keeping it good, you know, and damn, doesn't she look good.
Hi, it's EV Texans. We are at a Walmart Supercenter 2105.
Yep.
Off of Lyndon B. Johnson and Midway. Checking out they've got the meter or don't got the meter. Or
No
guess
meter.
What? No meter.
Yeah. They redid the concrete, so they had to do something, not sure what, if it had to do with rebar, electrical, or what, but they redid it. These are stacked cow hun. How is this site different when you look at how the Chargers?
They're stacked back to back.
Right.
But
And there's
not-
6 of these. So usually, you know how it takes a long row when they do 6 of them, like over in Plano, right?
Yeah.
Here, they take up 3 on each side of the parking lot, right? So you cut your length down by half by doing it this way. So as you can see right there, front back.
This is like a wide parking spot right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. That is wide.
Very wide parking
Yeah.
spot.
I wonder if that's part of the handicapped one or not. Oh yeah, it is handicapped.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So are they?
Yeah, so that one over there is the handicap where I was standing, while this side is not officially listed as handicapped, but this one over here, these 2 here, for that one Charger, is handicap accessible. So that's probably why this is wider.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
wide.
Now that one where the car is seems a little wider, and it
Right.
possibly is, but I could be wrong on that. It just seems that way to me. But this definitely is a little,
It's
a
like
bit
now,
wider.
If you look at the lines
Yeah.
for the regular cars,
Yeah, you're right. It's roughly 2, you know.
commercials too. Yeah.
Well, it's probably because of vans, you know, because you have vans
Well, they
and,
got the vans with the
yeah.
ramp that goes down and all that.
So, yeah, I was talking to the guy over there about the build here, and he's a really nice guy. He's getting the cart. Yeah, they, you know, got it done, then they put the fence back up or something and redid this concrete for whatever reason, like we were alluding to earlier.
Yeah.
So,
We got
but-
the birds going on.
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear any birds?
No, I hear nothing.
Look at them all over there.
I don't see any. I just see my beautiful wife.
You know, if anybody's ever seen the Alfred Hitchcock, the birds, you know, the
Yeah.
birds all coming to attack you.
Some of the malls, the indoor malls,
Oh, yeah.
really have an issue at times. But,
There was,
yeah, see right there?
there were like tons of birds, you know, they were
Yeah.
migrating and what was that?
Yeah. Well, as long as they're not trying to kill us, then, you know,
As long as they're not trying to kill us or to poop on
our car.
you know.
Yeah. But, well, it's been a long day. Do you have any quick things before we give a shout out to Landon and everybody else?
That's pretty much it, you know. It's
All right.
kind of go home, put my feet up, and relax.
Right. And we'd like to also thank Avis Rent-A-Car and Katana